My name's Mark Davis, and I'm part of Industry Futures within Autodesk Research. And today I'd like to start by asking you a question. Have you ever wondered what it might be like to have a superpower? What about a design superpower? Generative design is one of a new class of tools that you simply must explore to reach your potential as a designer. With generative design, you input goals and constraints rather than manually modeling in CAD, which allows the automatic generation of optimized designs and lets the power of the cloud recommend the best designs back to you. It's these new types of technologies that leverage machine intelligence, but also human capabilities perhaps you didn't even know that you had. I'm a designer too, and for me, the art of practicing design brings out the best of what makes us human. In fostering a more powerful relationship between humans and machines, we want to amplify what human designers do best: imagine, bring dreams into reality, pass down stories, and share experiences. So let's explore together how we might activate our own design superpower. Today, I want to share with you our experience working with renowned French designer Philippe Starck to explore a new generative design workflow resulting in the world's first chair designed with artificial intelligence. This new way of working also resulted in a better outcome for the planet using recycled waste materials. So let's get started. Autodesk's mission is to help our customers imagine, design, and make a better world. As part of design, we want to help you all do more with less negative impact on the world. In research, our role is to help imagine a desired future state, one that's better for our customers. So today, as we think about developing your own design superpower, let's reflect on a few questions. The first is, how might we foster a more collaborative relationship between humans and machines? At Autodesk Research, we work with JPL, the Jet Propulsion Lab, to help pursue a new disruptive design process for a different kind of spacecraft, one that met exponential requirements for mass versus strength, allowing more scientific experiments to travel on board into deep space. The iterations between high-performance computers and NASA's best scientists discovered a whole new horizon of design freedoms. The second question, how might we create affordable, sustainable housing with less negative impact? Van Wijnen is a family construction business in the Netherlands, which builds affordable net zero energy housing. We use generative design to push their capabilities further. And how might we leverage automation in a way that promotes human learning? With MX3D, we hope to harness the power of Internet of Things and robotic additive manufacturing to create smarter bridges with generative design, leading to more generalized knowledge of bridges and how they perform. Just imagine how that might help our customers future-proof the world's infrastructure. Finally, how might we reduce waste, conserve energy, and still improve on functionality? In research, we worked with Volkswagen Group to reconceptualize several components of its vintage VW bus, retrofitted with some of the leading edge technologies, creating a unique vehicle concept that combines Volkswagen heritage with futuristic technology. The bus was converted into an electric vehicle, and the weight savings using generative design helped to propel it down the road further with greater range per charge. But what do we need to fuel this design methodology? To realize better outcomes using technologies like machine learning and artificial intelligence, it requires data, lots and lots of data. If you look at the world today, the amount of information we're bombarded with is increasing exponentially with no end in sight. And that's the good news. Plenty of data is now available. Bad news is that human beings can only hold a limited amount of information in our brain. This is where generative design comes in. Using the data all around us, we can explore how to generate energy more efficiently, how to predict maintenance more accurately, and even how we can maintain our own personal health. But now back to my story about working with Philippe Starck. Talk about design superpowers. Whether you recognize his work from interior design, architecture, or even yacht design, he's a master of design and one of my design heroes. Working with Philippe was one of the most influential and amazing experiences of my career. And as far as chairs go, Starck has seen many of his chairs reach mass market production. So what was different this time? Philippe was frustrated with the limitations of his own superpower and frankly, uninspired. Despite having created more chairs than anyone in history, he was searching for a breakthrough in his own imagination and against his own biases to design and make the most minimal chair possible. Together, the team at Autodesk and Starck were looking for a breakthrough, new insights from the design of furniture. So we applied what we had learned in other domains and brought it into his. Using generative design and iterating on the algorithms that optimize for mold injection, we searched for a solution to support a body with minimal material. This resulted in a chair that is beautiful and comfortable, yes, but also efficient and cost-effective to manufacture, sustainable for mass production. But collectively, we had another goal: to make less of a negative impact on the world. Starck and Cartel were able to give us insights into their proprietary mold injection process, which we input into generative design algorithms, and to help improve on the manufacturing performance, all the while improving its impact on the environment. As a superpower, think about it. If we can gather this level of insight from the design of one chair, can you imagine what we could learn from all the things we design and make? Having described the loading conditions, we use generative design to explore the entire solution space and discover thousands of options that all met our design requirements. The team at Starck explored several of these options before choosing this particular design as the most interesting direction to pursue. Then we looked at a few hundred more variations on that. This is the superpower that you can now bring to your own practice of design. In the traditional method, it's simply not possible or practical to iterate on dozens of valid design opportunities and optimize them all simultaneously. It's this superpower, enabled by cloud computing, that generative design enables for us all. During these iterations, Starck designers worked back and forth with Autodesk, constantly shaping the algorithms, restyling the base design, and then handing it back to the computer to validate how this changed performance. This dance continued until the designers were happy with the chair's minimal form and in terms of its performance, including manufacturability and the impact on the environment. Currently, the AI chair is being manufactured in Cartel's factory outside of Milan, Italy. They were able to develop a workflow to use uncontaminated production scraps from their other products in production to injection mold this chair. This gave us insight into how the injection molding process works, how fiber reinforcement process can be optimized, and how scrap material from other production can be used as raw material for these new chairs. Generative design was able to give Philippe Starck and his team a clear line of sight from the initial ideas for a new chair all the way to final mass production in the most sustainable way possible. Cartel and Starck had worked with each other for decades on many of his chair designs to take them into production. So once we landed on a final design, Cartel joined the collaboration to manufacture the chair and put it into production. Even with this rich heritage of furniture production, this will be the first time in Cartel's 70-year history of furniture production they've been able to produce a chair using 100% fully recycled material. That's quite an accomplishment. So I'll ask, what will you do to develop and build on your design superpower? With your new superpower, what will you reimagine? A new, more economical and more sustainable process to create beautiful, sustainable housing? Or will you create new design freedoms and a streamlined workflow for integrated design and manufacturing that can accelerate concept development for high-performance motorsports? Or if you're like Philippe, will you use your superpower to break down your own biases with help of a new, capable design partner, allowing you to come closer to your vision for the perfect chair? So what will you do with your new design superpower? Let's explore the possibilities that generative design can bring together. Thank you.